Welcome to Moana's Meadow Report. Today is August 18th, 2018, Saturday. Today, in regards to the Dave Ramsey program, I have not yet had a no-spend day for the month of August. That's one of my goals, is to try to have a no-spend day once a month. And also, let's see, the cleaning thing, that's a huge goal in my life right now, and it's been something I've been struggling with for a while. I've been still contemplating what the emotional ties are to my resistance to cleaning. So I'm interested to find out where that leads, but I do feel like there's a pretty good chance that this is the year I'm going to be able to, once and for all, get to the spot I want to get to. So first, let me give you some background information about, in 2015, I bought a book, and I will show you here. It's called Sink Reflections by Marla Seeley. Oh yeah, that's how you pronounce it. So Marla Seeley, she wrote, discover the secrets that have changed the lives of more than 500,000 families, overwhelmed, disorganized, or living in chaos. She says chaos because it's an acronym. Can't have anyone over syndrome, because everything's so disorganized that you get embarrassed to have people over. And this is a cute little image that was created for her company. She teaches fly fishing, and she was part of a group. I can't remember what it was called, but it includes index cards, and you write down, and you have a little program. You put the index card that you're going to be working on in the front, and so every day you open up your index card holder and, read the first 5 or however many index cards for your day and just work through them throughout the day. So I tried to do that, but then I wanted to get a little too fancy with the index cards, so I didn't do that. So Marla Seeley, she created her own program. She went through a divorce. She was down, was basically not even trying to do anything, even leave her house. And somehow, I think she checked herself into a facility to help her with her major depression. And one of the first things because everyone would have a roommate, so one of the first things her roommate and a couple other ladies did was made sure she felt good about herself by showering, getting her hair done, putting on makeup, and lacing up her shoes. So one of her rules is, when you're cleaning the house, lace up your shoes, or get dressed to shoes. And the reason why she says it that way is because some stay-at-home moms, they don't necessarily have to leave the house because they're home taking care of the kids, but get dressed to shoes, because be prepared to leave the house if you need to run an errand. But in addition to that, once you have shoes laced up on your feet, it's like it activates something in you where you're like, oh, I need to clean the house, Well, that was her theory, and it did work for me a couple times, and then I would get upset that I needed help to figure out how to clean the house, so then it stopped working for me. But the other rule is have the kitchen sink clear from any dirty dishes, and do your best to clean the dirty dishes before you go to bed. And it's like, the name of the book is Sink Reflections, because if you had a stainless steel sink, which we don't, but if you did, you clean it so good after you're washing dishes that you could see your reflection in the sink. And that's just something to uplift you every day. Every time you walk by that kitchen sink, you don't go, oh, look at all those dishes piled up. You just say, oh, wow, look at that really nice shiny sink, And then she has Swish and Swipe. That's where you, after you're done brushing your teeth, you wipe down like the mirror and the bathroom sink, and then before, that way every time it's time for you to do a deep cleaning of the bathroom, you're not busy feeling overwhelmed, because at least the bathroom sink's already done. And okay, so I wanted to read you this passage from that book, Sink Reflections. It says, "Dear Fly Lady, wanted to let you know about the wonderful B&B bed and breakfast my husband and I stayed at this Memorial Day weekend. The small but simply furnished kitchen was well stocked with delicious, healthy snacks and meals. Homemade waffles and blackberries were served from a beautiful, clean kitchen. The living areas and bedrooms were furnished with fresh, plumped pillows, lovely matching sheets and down comforter, and scented candles everywhere. The bathroom, bubble bath, lotions, and fresh white towels. The library was stocked with books, magazines, and yoga videos. Best of all, my husband and I spent time together with no interruptions, chores, or traffic." Okay, you guessed it. Thanks to you, this is my home. Thank you, Laura from California. And when I bought this book in 2015 and I read that, right when you open up the cover, that's the first passage you see, I was bawling my eyes out, because I was like, I want that to be me one day. And I haven't come close to it because I haven't been really working on it. But I'm happy to report that my kitchen sink has been clean and clear of dirty dishes for, I believe, 3 days. So I think I need to start keeping a tally of that, because that's just really exciting for me. I want to keep that up and keep that momentum, and just know, hey, this is kind of cool, like, my husband likes to have friends over, likes to have parties and stuff like that. And he always gets worried because he knows he's going to ask me, hey, can you work on this? Because I won't allow him to clean the house. And he knows I'm going to like flip out and get really upset and just start. The only way to describe my reaction, and I see, before I started to go into therapy, I didn't realize that was my anxiety showing up. Plus, I didn't even know I had anxiety or suffered from depression ever, and I never knew, I never knew I was in such denial. But when my husband asks, since I don't allow him to clean, when he asks, can you please clean this particular, he'll just pick one little corner for me because he knows I would get overwhelmed. He'd be like, this particular corner in the kitchen, please. And like my physical reaction would be like everything closing in on me, and not my chest, but just like a tightening. I could feel a tightening throughout my whole entire body, like tension, like Urgh. So 2018, this is the year to get it done. And you know what, one of the funnest things I like to do is the first of my year starts on my birthday month. So this is my birthday month. It's a good time to get going on that. So thanks for listening, and have a happy rest of your weekend, and stay a meowsing. Meow.